spoon, spook, spade, mooly, jigaboo, knick-knack. Those are racial slurs. Porch monkey is not.
From the world of sports, Hollywood, rap, what else do you do?
I ain't doing you by damn sight. I'ma get medieval on your ass.
Breaking news on Negroes that are getting out or going back in.
Black. Oh.
Let's see who's going to jail. Not that I'm pulling for that.
Man, that's a third strike for me, dog.
It's time for the Negroes in the News update.
Black. Oh.
On Messiah2k.com.
Get that smug look
I
off your
love
face.
that piece of production.
This is the only time you smile.
We're sponsored by Sierra Nevada, the Pale Ale, finest quality from Chico, California.
Pale Ale and Negroes in the News update. Wow.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
I mean, it could be St. Eyes.
So who's making the news? You know?
The Big Apple, New York City, DJ.
Oh, King of New York. Oh, that.
Oh, not the Kendrick Lamar nonsense that happened over the summer. This pales. No offense. This pales in comparison. Like, here we are again. September.
You're gonna bring up Mister Cee.
Here we are again. I thought this was a repost of an old story.
You know, poor guy. I log into my Twitter, right? I mean, into my Facebook. And, you know, I see all these people I used to work with, and they're, we support
you worked at this
Mr. C.
station.
Yeah. Was there from 2001 to 2007, and, you know, Mr. C took part in the football pool each week, you know? Always paid his bill, you know? It was great.
That's why you liked him. That's why you liked him. He paid his bill on time.
Never had to worry about him until Mr. Mayo said, you need to shut that down, and
You got their point shaving,
what are you gonna do? You need your health benefits, you know. So, yeah, but he, I have nothing negative to say. When I first heard about the first time in 2007, I was a little taken back. I was like, really? You know, I was surprised. You know, he doesn't act that way around and there's nothing wrong with the. I'm not talking about the gay. I'm talking about the
wild lifestyle. Like he may be.
Well, the why do you have to pay for sex? I don't know.
I mean, when you got a hip hop culture that brags about strippers and throw money at strippers,
he's paying for
obvious
they're not
trannies.
just men. They're I don't know. You should be happy with what God gave you or whoever gave you, and ride it out.
I live in Brooklyn, and normally after 11:30, 12, you're sitting outside, especially in Bed-Stuy, you see this type of group. It may be one or two females.
The trannies?
It'll be one or two females, and the rest will be guys looking like
They're
chicks.
females now, or they used to be?
I don't even get into that, because I know on the block there's two trannies that had surgery. One actually looks like they have breasts. That's known. So when they leave, they normally come back with a guy or two. Now, my whole thing is, what I'm supposed to do? Yo, man, that's the dude. No, because you know, if you a guy, you just meet a chick. If it's going too fast, something should click in your brain. Like, wait a minute, this chick trying to take me home, and I'm not a rapper or NBA player. Like, something should click. So in Mister Cee case, you're 45, brother. 46.
The tranny thing, I think even at that time, at the station, that was frowned upon. So
I wouldn't say frowned upon, but the whole thing is, in New York, there were certain spots, like freak spots. Whether you go to the Village, that's where. But now it seems to be smack dead. This seems to be the norm. Like many people say, the gay phenomenon. It seems to be the norm. As you look on YouTube, everyone, that seems to be what's going on.
My whole issue is people are logging on their Facebook that day that he resigned and are like defending him. Where the first time it happened, maybe they weren't as actively on social media 2 years ago even, or didn't even know that this was going on. They haven't heard the bits that we're gonna play.
Well, I know there's one bit we all love. Larry Craig.
Oh, my favorite. Yeah, well, remember this guy? Why don't you set that up? What was he doing? Doing a little tapping?
Larry Craig in the airport in Minneapolis.
We did this in one of our first podcasts, right?
Yes,
Back in
07. Back in 07. Here we have the Senator Craig in Minnesota in the airport. I've been in the bathroom many times. I've never tapped my feet.
You know what? I am not gay. I never have been gay. Let me be clear. I am not gay. I never have been gay.
That's worse than the Mike Piazza press conference with the blonde highlights.
It's kind of like calling somebody a gay homo. I just don't understand how it hurts you more. I don't know.
for a while, Republicans and Democrats kept getting caught soliciting young boys online. I mean, it was getting out of hand. I guess when the new social sites started popping up, and these guys, that's how Weeder got in trouble.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
this was just tapping you. Now when I pee in the bathroom,
so
I wear
just-
slippers. I go to the bathroom wearing slippers.
Back then, being gay was not an acceptable thing on CNN.
Pay for sex. Number one. Mail
Prostitution.
It's prostitution. There's certain states that has legal prostitution. You go to Vegas, you go to the Bunny Ranch. That's the new thing that's been happening the last 5 to 10 years. Like, it's really growing trend. Yes, in the black community. They don't want to hear it, but yeah,
That's
that seems
sad.
to be, you watch all these reality shows, every black reality show has a black guy that wants to be a female, and that's what they do on every show. You Google every show, that's what's the dominating
But now, did you happen to listen to this at all this week when he?
I figure I'll wait till we do the show. I saw the post dates. I said I'm gonna wait till I get to do the show. Not again. I really thought this was an old story being rehashed. I didn't think this was a new story.
Well, back with Charlemagne, I think. What was it? Like
May.
He featured Mister Cee on what, the Donkey of the Day? Is that what they do? I don't know. I do other things in the morning.
I'll be at work.
Oh, that's DJ
Mister Cee. Donkey of the Day for Monday, May 6th. It is May 6th, right? Yes. Goes to Calvin LeBrun, however you pronounce it.
Damn.
A.K.A. the Nasty
You
African.
made government out of this.
DJ Mister Cee. If you haven't heard, according to the New York Daily News, he was arrested this weekend for trying to pick up a male prostitute again. Back in 2011, he pled guilty to the same offense when cops caught him receiving oral sex from a young man in a parked car. Calvin, come out the closet. Live your truth so nobody can use your truth against you, especially the law, because the jig is up. The law is on you, sis. You hot. You are a serial purchaser of penis, and the law knows it. When it comes to purchasing penis, you are America's most wanted. But if you simply come out the closet and get you a boyfriend in an apartment, you will avoid a whole lot of legal trouble and scrutiny. Being gay is not a crime, but picking up male prostitutes is.
This ain't the first time.
No, but
Even when it comes to black celebrities getting caught with trannies, Eddie Murphy famously, even old school Teddy Pendergrass when he was in his car accident that put him in a wheelchair, he was giving a transvestite a ride home. So, but it's more was hidden. But now it's more of an open field.
well, I remember the first time him saying that it was a setup and the cops set him up. You know, and to make those kind of accusations, it's like the girl who is
So
saying
the black guy came to the house
saying that
and
the black guy came to her house and kidnapped her. You know, like, and now what? You know, every black guy is a suspect in New Jersey.
So the hip hop police was following Mister Cee.
Well, he happened to frequent areas. He admits that, so that came out of his own mouth.
That's just after this last video that was posted.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, when you're caught, you're caught. You know, he's probably sitting there thinking, you know what? Yeah, I did it, but I'm not going to say it because the West Indians, or I know that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big no-no in that culture. But the fact is, the guy who posted this video, Bimbo Winehouse or whatever,
Right.
is really using this to catapult his nonsense at the expense of Mister Cee. If he would have just came out, he would have had no. But it's still illegal to even go out and solicit sex anyway. It's like with Lawrence Taylor. Oh, I didn't know the girl was 16. Brother, you're 50 years old. Why? You live in Florida. What are you doing upstate New York in a hotel with a 16-year-old? She said she was 19. Who told you? Oh, the pimp. If you gotta talk to pimps, that means you're already down the wrong path.
Well, we'll explain the whole Bimbo. It's at Bimbo Winehouse. That's the.
I'd rather not try to remember his name.
But I mean,
so
I mean, the evidence is there. That's what got him. That's why this is even like a news story. I mean, I just can't believe we're still talking about Mister Cee.
well, let's see what Mister Cee have to say for himself.
Oh, you want to hear what?
Yes, I want to hear.
And I had to.
This is back in May, though.
Still the Bay.
If that person put up 2 different videos,
I don't know. See, what is it? See, what is
Oh,
it?
it's Ebro,
Okay.
He was a coworker as well.
Nice beard.
Because this is the only thing I care about. The only thing I care about. See, there's 2 things I care about. 2. 1, Mister Cee, if you are gay or that's your preference, you don't need to hide. You are a family member, and we're here to support you. Second thing I care about. Why do you keep committing crimes of solicitation of prostitution? You need help.
Okay, you bros on board with that. It's a crime.
That's the key word. Keyword. It's a crime.
That's what,
He
like...
gives a weak excuse why he keeps going out there.
Now, which one do you want to get into?
We'll start with number one. You already answered. You said
You would have thought Ebro got caught, as bad as he sounds.
homosexual activity. You said no.
Right.
2, why do you keep soliciting prostitutes when you know it's a crime? And why are you in areas where, I guess, what do they call it, transgender prostitution takes place?
That's two questions.
Just answer the question.
Damn.
No, see, I'm trying to help you. You're my brother.
You're not.
That's when you know someone's guilty. You're upset that he keeps getting caught, and he's telling you don't get mad. So you know those are 2 questions, but you don't know that's a dude. You don't know that's a guy.
I mean, I find it extremely disturbing.
And you're paying for it. You're a prominent DJ at a top station. I hope he wasn't in a HOT 97 street team, man. Oh,
You know,
no.
well, no. I mean, I don't. That information I don't have for you. Kind of think I know who's connected with the whole thing. I was telling you before.
Oh, with the little bowl allegations.
Yeah, I mean,
Someone's looking for a job.
some things are just kind of obvious, and then she's trying to figure out who to
Email the video.
you know,
to.
who's gonna give me the most money and everything because I got this piece of tape. See, back then, probably there was no video at that time. You know, so you gotta take that with a little.
The cops' police work's not enough. We can trust the cops, right? NYPD, we can trust the cops.
Activity with prostitutes. I started getting into that after my last situation.
Okay, he admits it. He admitted it back in May.
This started in 2001 at the tail end of my
Thank you.
last
He said picking up female prostitutes.
I don't give it.
And
He's talking about a girlfriend.
it just kept carrying on because it became easy for me because the more I started getting into that activity, the more that I felt comfortable with it, and the more that, you know, as I would meet the quote-unquote regular girl, I found myself not trusting women as much.
Huh?
Well, if you stop trusting women, there's only one option left.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I'll let you handle that.
I don't trust women, but guess what? I share a bed with a woman. There's no other option.
Yeah.
But if you just come out saying this is why I prefer men, that is
yeah,
fine.
you know,
We don't-
and to be fair, it's 10 years ago. That means he was 36, and by 36, you should kind of have things figured out. I don't know.
If I'm lying and I choose not to come out, that's my choice.
Yeah, but understand something. In that scenario, while it's your choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you've been out in the streets of New York,
Right?
doing this sort of thing is disrespectful to other gay and lesbian people because they see it like you're hiding something and you shouldn't be ashamed, my man.
Well, you know, first.
Do you understand that?
No, I don't. You know why?
Do we want to hear why?
That's like an intervention right here, man.
You know why I don't understand it? You know how many gay people are living in this world and have not came out?
But do you
and
think
said,
they?
Yeah, I can't stomach that guy.
Yeah, but we don't live in that culture no more. You've seen with Jason Collins, you know, celebrities. Raven Simone came out as gay, okay? That's so Raven. Nobody career has been derailed.
The issue was never the gay thing. The issue at that
Your
point was the prostitutes, and maybe that was a station vehicle. It could have been anything, you know. And
Oh.
the point is, like, there's tape of you.
I can understand it. If that's the procedure that HOT 97 or M's Broadcasting wants to take, in my case, I'm willing to accept that. Because nobody, no company, no corporation should have to be subjected to the type of activity or type of negative activity that I've been bringing to this company.
I find that to be prepared.
Are you an asset to the company or a liability? That's what it comes down to.
In May,
And this was the second time, so it was like,
you know, I've heard numerous reports. One, they think it's the first time, second time, third time, fourth time. It's probably the 100th time. Doesn't matter, but everybody's got a different story. That's why, like, none of the stories are never investigated properly. That's kind of like the issue I have.
once the cops arrest you,
They had something on, but for him to try to say he was, like, false imprisoned or whatever kind of nonsense I heard, and then he had...
hold on. Nelson Mandela was in prison falsely. Okay, O.J. Simpson right now. Okay, well O.J. did it, but that's different.
I mean, they even had the picture of him and the person he was trying to pick up, and I thought that looked like a man, but I don't know.
And then you have Funk Flex get involved. And you know when Funk Flex drops a bomb on it.
The rumors that you hear about my man Mister Cee are untrue. Okay? Let's address that first, but we do not discriminate on what anybody wants to do.
Yeah. They're untrue now. Now they're rumors. Now
But he was upset at Charlamagne and the Power 105 talking about it. Like, what do you expect? That's your competition. If you really want to be taken serious, stop dropping bombs, first of all.
Stop turn it off.
Stop dropping bombs, man.
Howard Stern then got upset with
Howard Stern was just minding his business like every white man does.
In 2011, I mean 2013 is what we, not with Flex, but with Ebro and Charlamagne. That was this year. That was already 2013. This just for everybody out there who's kind of like new to the news. I guess there's a lot of people that don't know. I'm gonna play this right.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you heard.
Good old Howard Stern.
And Howard Stern, you don't worry about what I'm doing, baby. You ran away from this terrestrial radio. And you better not sign on at 7 either.
I better not sign on at 7. What's that?
You stop the show at 7 p.m. She said, all DJs know, don't sign on at 7. I'm number 1 at 7.
I see. Oh, I see.
Stern got a Negro translator.
Yeah, well, listen, how can I mind my own business? I open up the newspaper and I see there's a black radio war. And they're fighting over a guy who got caught in a car with a tranny. I mean, come on, I'm not ignoring that. I'm getting in. You gotta roll with Stern on this one. The fact it beats the newspaper,
I mean, that was 2009. Yeah, I mean 2011.
So now let's fast forward to...
That's your business.
That's right.
Your kind of business.
You're fucking around with me now. I'm all in, man.
You got one more clip. You want to play that?
Sure.
Oh, it's another Flex clip. So.
Howard Stern, don't worry about us. We good.
It's like you keep moving on the stove. I make it hot. Flooding your block.
You just stay off this terrestrial box.
And your X-ray.
If this thing happened on cable and series,
On my wall.
nice and safe.
So moving to my phone. Nothing to
I'm
lose.
out there mixing it up.
Right, the little Stern.
Is that a good tune?
Classic track.
Something about Jamie Foxx, you know, I don't know. It didn't make it made national news. The point is his audience heard about this in 2011. So this is not a new story.
But here you have Flex taking on a battle. He shouldn't have to. Mr. Cee's a grown man.
Yeah, but I think Mr. Cee needed the help.
Well, then y'all take care of behind closed doors. Public interventions are never good.
Well,
so now you went around, threatened everybody, defended Mr. Cee, and now we have September 2013.
But look at all the publicity they get, and the fact that we're still talking about something like this, or anybody's still talking, and they're all talking about it. Even, check this out.
Me and this man are cool.
Rock star.
Cooler than cool. Last time I saw him was a couple of years ago. We shook hands. I actually went up on stage to shake his hand. Had to push two little fuckboys out of the way from Flop 97, who shall remain nameless at this point.
Should I tell him? No, I'm not going to tell him.
But this man needs some fucking help. Real talk.
He did say it correct. He does need the help.
Yeah, it's not a situation to kick dirt on somebody or ridicule.
No. But even back then, there was no reason to really kick dirt on him. The reason I think they do it like all wrong because they were kicking dirt on him early on. Now is the time. Yeah, like look, this is your third time. Now we need to really come after you.
That's
why I don't like.
That's when the higher ups need to step in.
You know, Smoolian should be on there and saying, "All right, look, motherfucker, you're off the air."
No, he's on his yacht. You have to understand. If he has to come down, heads is going to roll.
I don't think they have yachts in Indiana, but
no yachts.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. So, just try to be nice. Might need a job someday. But yeah, I think that's. I think it's a sad disgrace for your culture to be honest.
Your culture has Chaz Bono, okay, share son. So stop it.
So see what else Charlamagne. So he did Donkey of the Day again.
In September last week.
I guess he toned it down a little bit. So play that.
If you haven't heard, a New York City DJ named Mister Cee was caught trying to solicit a male prostitute for the third time. First 2 times he was arrested. This time, instead of picking up a male prostitute, he picked up my guy, Bilbo Winehouse. Now, Bilbo...
Now...
Oh, he's getting into it. Okay.
And here's why I have a problem. You're bragging about my guy. So that means, what, did you hire him? Did you send him in? Was this a setup? Now, if Mister Cee would have said this was a setup, I could understand that. Because once someone said, this is my guy.
So you understand why I think...
But this time around, yeah. But Mister Cee can't fall for the bait. It's called entrapment. I can't walk up and offer you weed knowing I know you're a pothead and then bust you for buying the pot.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much thought he was going to resign. And that's the end of him. But he's like, no. Why am I going to let them win? You know.
Was gay, but he's not a prostitute as far as I know. But he does like to dress in drag, so Mister Cee picked him up, and this happens.
So what if I would have said 500? What would that happen? I wouldn't got no 500. What if I said 250? Alright, baby. Well, we gonna go, because like I told me, 14.
You just told me to get away from here. Now you talking
No. When I finish with you, I'm trying to tell my friend what I can mean about it.
Okay. I didn't think that was Cee until I heard his voice. Now that I've been listening to the clips, voice confirmation. I didn't know. You can clearly hear.
Are you convinced that it's him?
See.
Have you even heard the resignation?
No, I haven't. I read it, but I didn't hear.
Well, get to that after this. But I mean, this to me is just, this is him. And there's a lot of people who are trying to say it's not him. I'm like, huh?
You just told me to get away from here. Now you talking
No.
Is that him? Is it fair to say it's Cee?
Oh, Cee.
No, oh my God.
I'm not staying in this area.
You think it was like dubbed in? Either way, you'd have to get Cee on some kind of audio.
They should be on the same audio.
I'm sorry.
Oh God. Why can't I hear his voice? You just ruined my...
Oh. Now, like I said, Mister Cee's been arrested for this twice before. Once earlier this year. And it's clear that he does this all the time, but no matter what, in the past, he's always denied being gay. Now, some people choose to be
back on the gay stuff.
Yeah, that's... just listen to that whole audio. It's creepy.
Jokes, I'm telling them the truth, and I find it disturbing that we are part of a culture that has created an environment where a man can't just be who he wants to be without being ridiculed for it. Male prostitutes. Not only is that lifestyle of engaging in sexual acts with prostitutes disgusting and leaves you wide open for all kind of potential health risks, it also led to you getting arrested numerous times, and now it's caused you to have to resign from a job you love, and now this same job is exploiting your situation for ratings.
I agree with him on that. I can see that.
It's.
I can see that. It's making it a public intervention. Like, we're here to help Mister Cee. And now everyone's flooded to the HOT97 website all of a sudden. Their ratings have been in the toilet the last few years.
Let's continue.
We've had that here at the Breakfast Club for about a week and a half. We was passing that around the office like the old dog murder tape in Menace to Society. We could have been lit that fuse, but we chose not to because after a while, enough is enough. And we don't want to continue to put gas on this fire that is homophobia in hip-hop because you dudes is homophobic for no reason. And
to be fair, do you think that...
Once he said we had the tape, and we were just passing it around. It's
No. Forget Mister Cee. The
we be free Mister Cee, man. He's not locked yet.
I said forget Mister Cee only because, yeah, the ratings thing. It's sad but true. But you know, to be honest, I think this is the only thing really going on hip hop. It was a very quiet. It's been quiet since the whole riffraff thing with you, bro.
Oh my God.
But
I watched that clip for 2 minutes, and I had to just take a nap.
I agreed with both of them at some point.
I suggest.
I agree with the whole.
I couldn't sit through the interview. I just turned the computer off and just took a nap.
That was a little much. It's sad, but you know. No, but yeah.
This Mister Cee saga.
As long as you continue to be, then it will be more DJs and rappers and singers and athletes and just regular everyday people who choose not to live their truth. So in closing, Sister Cee, I hope you get the help you need for your prostitution.
Sister Cee, really?
That's just nasty. And I hope one day you choose to live your truth and get you a boyfriend and an apartment. So maybe some kid out there who's struggling with his sexuality can find strength in your strength and be free. Mister Cee, be free. Give homophobia and hip hop the biggest heat up.
Yeah.
That was scripted, but the whole, my man, when he was bigging up the guy that was caught with Mister Cee, that's even, I didn't know he prostituted.
You know, Charlamagne's been around this before, right? Because wasn't Wendy Williams the first one to
Wendy Williams for years been trying to. I know years ago when she said Diddy was the gay rapper, that was a whole big.
Right. Well, you couldn't say that on.
No,
station,
she said it. That's how she really got in trouble the first time around.
She learned. I think
she learned from that, and this time around, she's pretty mum on who was the suspect this time. Back in 07.
I hear sex noises coming from the apartment next to mine.
Could have been a porno.
So I
Charlamagne?
got my friend back on the phone because I couldn't believe.
That's
Mister Cee.
No,
that's what it is, right?
This is what she speaking on Mister Cee, but couldn't say his name because she had issues from the last situation, outing Diddy, and it kind of got personal and almost violent.
So I got my friend back on the phone because I couldn't believe.
DJ Mister Cee.
Was a tranny.
And I was
I
07.
turned down the TV and put my ear to the wall. Wendy.
You heard this when it happened?
Was having sex like
Nope,
animals.
I was
It
working.
loud. From the time I was listening, they went at it for maybe a little over an hour.
Wait a
My
minute.
girlfriend had a good old time cracking up and listening. I don't know if he even knew that was a tranny, but I don't see how he couldn't know because he looks like a man dressed in girls' clothing.
So this is a bit from
Wendy Williams back in
2007.
2007.
I don't even think this was an issue, correct? Oh, she was reading a letter, okay. And the tranny lived next door and she heard noises.
Listen, there's other issues going on in the world to be worried about.
And then there's the actual letter. I don't have time for any of this nonsense.
But that's enough Negroes. This may be the first time in history of Negroes and News Update we only do one Negro. Sorry to disappoint Blizzurd.
So did you hear his resignation? Or
let's get to the resignation.
Did you hear it though?
Last time being on the A on Hot 97. Yours truly, Mister Cee. I am officially resigning from Hot 97 today.
Sounds emotional.
A lot of smacking of the lips.
I went through a lot in the past 2 years with certain situations that I've been through. And I have tried to rise above those situations. I have tried to move forward from these situations that I've been through.
Why is this chair moving? You hear the squeaking in the background?
And
Let's hope those chairs move.
Every time
Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect him, talk over him.
It's like I take one step forward and then 2 steps back. And I'm hurting the people that are closest to me, which is my Hot 97 family.
Okay, I gotta stop it right there. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got something to say about that?
If you're going to resign, you're going to say situations. Speak on it.
Yeah, you know, I love when they say Hot 97 family. Do you know how many people have come and go throughout that door who were getting high salaries and then all of a sudden, well, I'm not going to get too far into it, but, you know, I don't want to hear about any family.
You know what someone said with family? You know what happens? Normally they kill you.
When I worked there, it was a fun time. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. I don't know. So what else does he say on here? Anything?
Situations where when I try to do what I think is the right thing, a setback happens.
Unless he said what the setback
the last
is.
thing I want to do is hurt this station. So today is my last day on Hot 97.
He did love the station though. I mean, I gotta tell you. I mean, he did love the station. There's no question.
That's like if someone apologized to you and don't say what they did.
He was there every day. It was very rarely that he gave you a DAT tape to play. Although he was there. He was there. He was going through picking records out. You know.
That was back in the era when a host had to be.
I mean, I don't know if he still does that now. Maybe 2013. Maybe he doesn't do that. But
I'm hearing he resigned and then he came back the next day.
They used to have the there's the little door where all the secret stash of the records were. You had to have a certain PIN number or a key card to go in there.
So maybe you sure those was records in there now?
It's not like I never seen any condoms or anything. I've never seen any reason for me to think that this guy's up to like no good. You know, he's never banged any men at the station. He's always gone outside, but you know,
Just stop paying.
what else? I didn't hear this. I really, like I said, I didn't even know. Other people told me.
Yeah, it was
They're
trending on
asking me
Twitter.
that yeah, and then the Twitter thing, like,
But then the
I
next-
wasn't gonna say anything about it, you know.
I thought it was a repost, so I figured I left it alone.
That's what
Until
I thought.
the video pops
I
up.
said, are you kidding me? Are you really posting old stories?
I thought it was an old story.
You know, because we posted that thing on the Instagram with the Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Mr. Cee did what again? I love Bill.
And I had to post
Cosby
it again.
fans.
Yeah, I had to post it again. And I didn't want to miss the other 2 times it probably happened, so I posted like 2 more times, you know? So, I don't know.
All right.
Longest Negroes to News
I'm gonna play
update
some
ever.
tunes. I'm gonna
So
ride
play
out to
tunes.
sunset. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I am good. I am safe. I am happy.
You are not happy.
I am blessed. But in reality, I kind of knew that this day would come.
You know what it is? It's kind of like what they did with Kiss. You know, you slowly get rid of it. Slowly get rid of
And they
things.
changed the
You
format.
can't just like take Mister Cee away from there, you know? So you gotta slowly kind of,
But what's
you know.
this character
Doesn't
started
happen
getting
overnight.
all these hits on Twitter, it building his name off Mr. Cee device?
Let me ask
That's
you.
a problem.
Because nobody talks about it. You know, Angie Martinez. And
Well-
somebody in the industry said, well, what interview can you tell me that, you know, you remember that's compelling?
No, what they do
I
is
really
they love
can't
the
think
artist
of
too much to ask them anything.
But sooner or later, they're going to tell her, all right, the gig is up. We're not going to give you $300,000 anymore.
I'm surprised. Sure she's getting that now?
I would move her into middays, and I'd put somebody fresh from 3 to 7. I don't know. I mean, that's what I would do. If you're asking me what I would do, I mean, that's what I would. I think I know what I'm doing.
All right, man. Well, enough of this Mr. Cee saga, but he resigned and then came back the next day. It's crazy. So that's why we think it was a publicity stunt.
Well, yeah. I mean, how do you resign on September 11th? Like, isn't that a little extreme?
That means that shows how out the loop you are. That's why I mean with Hot 97 in general. You're in New York City.
Yeah.
Hey, you
12
discuss
noon.
foolishness. Like, this story should have been at least postponed and dealt with after 9/11.
You could have made your resignation on a Friday like everybody else if you really were resigning.
Not on
Correct?
September 11th. That's the whole. What?
Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. He gave his 2 week. He gave his resignation. I don't know. Did he give 2 week notice? Do we have to call the business office there to find out like what happened? I mean, do we?
They let him on the next day.
It's something that I understand all that, but when you give the resignation, you still gotta work the rest of that week.
This
and
is
the next
hip hop. You can just say you resigned and it's not business. It's just hip hop. Y'all resigned. Okay. You say it on your album. I'm retiring. How many times Jay-Z said he was retiring?
I
This is
don't
my
know.
last album.
There's a few seconds
Be a
left of
realist
this.
and understand that
That's the last of it. Here, I didn't hear it.
what you do affects others, and you don't want to hurt the people that you love. And
No
I love
beat in
this
the
station.
background.
I love this station.
I mean, he does love
I
the
love
station.
Hot 97.
Now, is there any
don't
conspiracy
even-
theory
don't
linked with the
even.
J? Okay.
Leave-
No, I'm
leave
just-
Jay
I'm-
alone.
No, I'm just.
Leave
Just
Jay
fucking
alone.
around.
We don't need no more no more nonsense for
Just
today.
fucking around.
But that is the longest Negroes to News update.
Yeah, it was only one though.
Listen, I'm sorry you had to deal with the Mr. Cee saga, but Mr. Cee, you don't want Negroes to News update.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, Bimbo. What's his trick name? Bimbo.
Bimbo Winehouse.
Winehouse.
They can look that one
God.
up. Like I said, I think it's a whole big thing.
And his page is growing as we speak.
Not really.
You sure?
It's up to like 4,700, but it's got like 2,000 video views. So,
Can we end on a positive note for Negroes to News update, please?
Give
me one. One, damn it!
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather won some money.
God damn, did it?
It was what, 45 million?
47 million.
47
at the
million?
gate.
Yeah, I know it was
Yeah.
like 41 and then it went up.
Yeah, he defeated Alvarez, still undefeated.
Oh, I wrote down Canelo can actually on my sheet.
Canelo can. But who did you place your money on?
on Mayweather.
Oh, so the Messiah2k fund made
we don't discuss the financials on the air.
Oh, going with
And
the
off the air, they're going to
move.
be something different anyway. So.
Yes, Mayweather's still undefeated. I still want to see him fight
That was a great
Pacquiao.
fight, though. It was a great fight. I don't know if you watched. But
I'll watch, but Floyd's fighting late at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're not. I'd rather him fight Pacquiao. That's the fight I want to see.
Yeah, I got to move to the West Coast where things start at like a decent hour. I can't be waiting until 11 o'clock to.
You mean one? I don't think he stepped into the ring until 12
well, I know,
midnight.
but I'm saying I don't know what time anything was, but all I know it was dark, and it was past 11. Probably way past 11.
It was like 12:30. I think the fight started at 12:30. I think the fight started at 12:30. All right, well, that wraps it up. What we ended out with music-wise?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Damn.
figured after this whole Mr. Cee thing, he got
Yes.
me like really like disturbed. I spent 40 minutes talking about Mr. Cee.
He resigned and came back. Now you get to catch Mr. Cee back at 12.
I just don't understand
A one-day
it. Yeah.
resignation.
Yeah, well, I don't understand it. You know, the issue. This was discussed back in 2011, and that was discussed again 4 months ago. What is the issue here? You know, is this really what your culture is about?
I'm Cuban for the record. Let's just get that out the way.
I'm
Cuban.
done. I mean, I used to love the hip hop. You know, the Wu-Tang Clan. The Nas. You know,
all white people
went
love
through that.
Wu-Tang.
Kanye, I was a big supporter. Kanye West.
Now, what's his baby name?
Yeah, Northwest, exactly.
Northwest.
Well,
We gonna end on that, Northwest.
I still don't know what a Kardashian is. I don't know what they do.
Just stay away. You went up with a Kardashian, you wound up on crack like certain NBA players. We'll talk about that next week, man. We out of here.
All right. Next week, new season. So go on to Messiah2k.com and follow Twitter.
We growing, baby. We are growing on
speak.
Twitter. Is Mister Cee still following us on Twitter?
He never was. Like,
it wasn't
I don't
verified.
think any of them would ever follow us, but you know.